The great tournament of destruction begins. Hundreds of warriors clash in battles beyond imagination. The Z warriors fought with everything they had, and everything would be decided in this tournament. Several battles take place at the same time. Kale is fighting a very powerful enemy that has taken her away from her friends in Universe 6. Hit shows off his assassin skills. Since there were no rules preventing him from killing his opponents, he could give it his all. At that moment, Gohan faced an extremely powerful enemy who had the ability to liquefy, becoming a kind of conscious liquid that spread everywhere. And he could also revert back to normal with a humanoid form so he could attack. Gohan flies towards the enemy, and Gohan tries to attack him, only it liquefies and Gohan ends up slipping and sliding to the edge. At this point, he lets out a blast of ki, which takes him back to the safe arena. Gohan tries to attack his enemy but fails. He thinks of a way to defeat this enemy, and then comes Piccolo, who runs to help. At that moment, Piccolo starts to carry his most powerful power. The enemy changes back to normal form to attack Gohan, but when Gohan tries to counterattack, the enemy liquefies. Therefore, it is practically impossible to hit by the blows. Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Let's get back to the point. At this moment, we see Piccolo preparing to put his strategy into action. Piccolo shouts, "Get away, Gohan!" And Piccolo uses his Macaco Sampo screaming attack. The enemy tries to liquefy to dodge his attack, but even in liquid form, he's hit and thrown away. In another corner of the arena, several fights take place. Goku uses his power to face several enemies at the same time, and Broly would be able to fight calmly with several enemies at this point. And Broly starts to be pushed back and then bumps into Kale, who stares at him, and suddenly Kale says, "Careful!" Broly turns, slashing the air, causing the force of his blow to push enemies away. Broly and Kale are alone, looking at each other, facing each other. Broly approaches and stares straight into her eyes. So Broly says, "Hi, what's your name?" And she's blushing, puts her hand on her face, and stammery replies, Me? My name? My name's Kale. And you? And yours?" And he responds, I'm Broly. I feel something different looking at you. Your energy has something strange." At that time, she turns completely red, embarrassed. Broly approaches even more and says, "You're also a Saiyan like me, and not only that, it seemed to be the same." Kale doesn't understand anything, and she's still very embarrassed, when suddenly a gigantic ki blast comes towards the two. Broly holds her in his lap and turns around. Protecting her from the attack, and with her in his arms says, "Are you okay?" Kale responds, "Yes, you saved me." Meanwhile, Frieza was having a hard time. He was cornered by 4 enemies who attacked him from all directions. He was hit by punches and kicks, and they pushed to the sides until Vegeta appears, releasing a power Final Flash, throwing the aggressors out of the arena. Frieza looks at Vegeta and says, "Do not bother me if you meddle in one more of my fights. I vote Kale." Vegeta starts laughing. "You really are a disgusting worm. This time there's nothing and no one can get in my way of my goal of ending you." At that moment, Vegeta throws a punch against Frieza, who defends himself and then returns the attack. And then Frieza says, "Are you sure you want to face me now? I think it's still too early to kill all the Saiyans." Vegeta then responds, "Why don't you shut your mouth while I finish punching you in the face?" Vegeta throws a punch towards Frieza, who dodges quickly, landing a blow on Vegeta's belly. And Frieza sarcastically responds, "I'm so sorry. For now, I don't want to fight you, as it would be too easy. Try to get stronger like Goku, then maybe it's not a waste of time." And Vegeta uses his speed, disappearing from there, going to the other side of the arena. Vegeta recovers from the blow and gets up in a rage, raising your ki and screaming, Goku had already eliminated some enemies and was looking around. When suddenly he's hit by Hit, which appears in front of him saying, "Long time no see, Goku. I just wanted to see if you're stronger now." Goku responds, "Hit, you're pretty powerful. This time, I'm not just the same anymore. You can come attack me with everything. Hit responds. Too excited to see how much you evolved it. Hit goes to Goku's back by hitting him several times, and Goku dodges each attack. Hit smiles, and then Goku is hit with a blow sequence. When Goku realizes the hit was several meters away, and after that, Goku can feel the impact of the blows that have been launched against him. Goku then kneels down in pain and says, "Damn you, you really are more powerful than before. I didn't even see where the attacks came from." Hit says, "And as I told you, I attacked you." At this moment, Goku looks closely at Hit, who is still standing in the same place. And without looking away or paying attention, Goku feels the attack hit him again. Goku then thinks out loud, "Where are these attacks coming from? You haven't moved, I'm sure." Hit's response, "Want me to do it again? Maybe this time you'll notice." Goku says, "Come on." Hit answer, "There I go." At that moment, Hit doesn't even move, but Goku feels several attacks, a sequence of blows, ravagers that rip his clothes off and leaves him with a few minor injuries. Hit said, "You won't be able to figure out what's going on, but when I tell you, it won't make a difference." Goku watches closely and Hit begins to explain. "Since the last time we fought, I understood that I couldn't get to you with my time jump again, and so I evolved, and even that wouldn't be enough. And that's how I decided that I needed to rediscover it and recreate it. So with you, I won't use the time jump anymore. I'll use the infinite time jump. That's why I know that I have already defeated you. My technique has reached to a point where it can transition between time at any point in our battle, so I can attack you. And by deactivating it, you will feel these attacks. So at this very moment, I didn't attack even once. But you already received all my attacks, and in a few seconds, you had felt their impact." At that moment, we can see that the Hit techniques are completely more powerful, and Hit continues to explain, "My infinite time jump consists of manipulating reality and transiting between time and space that our battle would last. So I can simply finish you off during that time, and you will only realize when you are already defeated." Goku is surprised by this ability, but Goku says, "It really is an incredible ability, and that means that automatically you already know everything that will happen in our combat. So to defeat you, the solution is very simple. I just need to not face you. So our fight didn't happen, so you won't have to hit me even once, which means you lost." At this moment, Goku crosses his arms and stops fighting. Hit gets enraged and goes after him. At this moment, Goku attacks him with a sphere of ki, causing him to be thrown away. Goku really is a genius of battle, and he managed to find a gap in an incredible ability to hit, making his invincible time leap a great weakness. At this moment then, we see Hit stand up and says, "Son Goku, you are the only enemy capable of making me stronger. I will grow even more, and I will evolve, and soon I will be able to beat you." At this point in the elimination phase, we can see that hundreds of warriors have already been eliminated, but the battle still continues, and extremely powerful warriors will still have their battles approaching. It's been about 15 minutes since the start of the knockout phase. To be continued. How will the next battles be? What happened to the Z Warriors? Regardless of what it is, it's more than important that you already expose it here in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.